in central Gaza, 5 journalists killed in an Israeli strike, but different narratives on who they were and what happened. Can you tell us what the IDF is saying and also what their employer, this Palestinian television channel, is saying?
Yeah, and I think the story really highlights the difficulty when international media is unable to independently verify this. The BBC is not able to independently verify those two narratives because Israel doesn't allow international media to freely report in Gaza. What we're hearing from the IDF is that they had intelligence that these 5 men in what looked like a press vehicle, it had press written on it, they were posing as journalists, and that they were struck in it, that they died, were killed in an airstrike, and that they belonged to the Palestinian Islamic Jihad group. Remember, the Islamic Jihad group was part of the Hamas-led attack on October the 7th in 2023. What we understand from the local media community is that these 5 journalists were known to the local media, were known as journalists, and that this broadcast van was parked outside Al-Auda hospital in central Gaza because the wife of one of the journalists was expected to have a baby, was expected to give birth imminently, and then the vehicle was struck. There was one of the mothers was inconsolable in the funeral that was held. Her son, a 20-year-old, was killed in that strike, and you could see her just crying, saying, "Who did you leave me to? You were just doing your job." And one of the journalists said, local journalists said, that today is a tragedy. Whatever Israel's reasons were, that does not give them the right to do that. One crucial point to make is that these journalists belong to a channel called Al-Quds Today, and Al-Quds Today is known to be affiliated with the Palestinian Islamic Jihad. It is understood that the channel received funding from the Islamic Jihad group. But again, we get those 2 narratives, those 2 stories about the journalists that were killed. But Israel, once again, saying that it was targeting what it described as terrorists. The Committee for the Protection of Journalists called this devastating, but it also brought the number. Up until now, since the beginning of the war, 133 journalists were killed, making Gaza one of the most, if not the most deadly conflicts to cover.
Shaima, thank you.